Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii Ware review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Water Warfare, which if you've never played it before, it's a first person shooter. And I bet you're asking yourself, how the hell is this guy going to swear on a kid's review? Well, I'll show you. Well, sure maybe wasn't the right word, but I'll tell you. This is not just a first-person shooter, it's a first-person shooter with classic controls. Hallelujah. You've got Wii controls, Wiimote and all that pointing stuff, but people have been after this for a long time. It's also got two-player split screen. Again, hallelujah, it's about goddamn time. Anyway, at the start you create a profile and also create a profile for the other people who are going to be playing. Options, you can customise your controls and the aim and stuff like that, but it's pretty basic. With Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, I will show it off because obviously it has got it. Single player, I'll start with this first because there's mission mode and match mode. Match mode is basically versus computers in the same way. Mission mode is basically do a bunch of lame missions, like for example the training. So I'm just going to actually cut past the training and show you one of the decent ones. Right then, so after you beat the first 6 missions, which are just training missions, then basically you unlock a new stage, a new character for the character creation mode type thing. You unlock all of his stuff, Biker Ben I believe it was, and then the real missions, which to be fair are still just pretty much the training missions. It's things like shoot down targets and stuff like that. It's basically very pathetic lame stuff. The whole point is only buy this game for the multiplayer, don't buy it for the missions because they're just lame as hell really. But, as I was saying, pretty much only buy it for the multiplayer. The multiplayer is simple. You run around having to soak each other, and when their t-shirt icon gets fully wet, then they lose a life. There's all sorts of modes to play. There's things like capture the flag mode, there's deathmatch mode, even though you're not actually dying, obviously. There's basically assault and capture the base and stuff like that, which are pretty much like King of the Hill modes, really, if you've ever played them before. You can get all sorts of weapons. You can also get dual-wielding weapons as well. You can get things like pistols, machine guns, and I know people are going to say, well, actually, these can't be these things because they're water, but let's face it, they're pretty much pistols, machine guns, rocket launchers, shotguns, sniper rifles, stuff like that, to which you can zoom in. And you can get a lot of items, like, for example, I've got the umbrella there, which the umbrella obviously protects you from water. You can get ponchos, or whatever you call them in the States, to be fair, raincoat, something like that, which obviously protects you from the water. You can get water bombs, so you can get offensive ones as well as defensive ones, and the items are pretty easy to use. Control wise, they're not half bad. The aiming is a bit unsensitive for me, even on the highest setting, and the pointer controls are a bit sluggish as well, just simply for turning around and stuff, because obviously you're using the pointer to turn around and not a button or anything like that, so the pointer isn't as quick as turning as an analog. And it's one of those things that maybe playing on the classic controller will actually serve a lot of people better. Anyway, I've shown off some of the local multiplayer. Now, might as well go on to the Wi-Fi, like I said I would. As long as I can get a game, that is. Oh well, so much for that then. Couldn't find anyone online. So, might as well mention the other things you can do. You've got the team modes, and you can also put bots on. So that's good, because you can at least play with bots when you can't find people online. It also means you can practice the stages and all that, and maybe just have a daft laugh and have some fun. Because you can put up to 3 bots on. If you're obviously on split screen, you can only have 2 bots on, and you can change the difficulty level and stuff like that. So, well, it's just standard bots really. As for whether or not the game I personally think is worth it, it's one of those that I've definitely played far better first-person shooter games on many other consoles. If you're absolutely obsessed with them, then hell, go and buy it. If you're absolutely obsessed with online gaming, hell, go and buy it. If you absolutely just want something like this to play with mates in split screen because it's now finally here, go and buy it. But other than that, I can't really see anything too praiseworthy about it because I just think it's a bit bleh. It's not exactly deep and compelling or anything, and the multiplayer matches take far too long because the water guns are just far too weak. It's the type of thing that if these were real guns, they'd have died a hell of a lot sooner, and you kind of need that in online gaming because when it takes forever to kill someone, it does get boring. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the Wii Ware, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.